I start.
Life played an amazing, aggressive game number 1 and completely overran SKMC in game number 1 on Cloud Kingdom. Game number 2 is going to be on GSL Whirlwind SE. It's an open map, Jeff. I do think that Life is going to be performing very well on this map given his style.
Yes. These professionals up here and their production crew, I'll tell you, I'm gonna break the fourth wall. Sean actually did that entire intro while being yelled at, kind of, in his ear. And
Life brings the series to 2-0. I lied to you. I'm sorry we're restarting. Forgive me for that.
You know, I got to apologize to it. Actually, a lot of Zergs do what Life did that last game, where they're like Roach Ling or Hydra Ling, and they're going at it, and then the game slows down for like 10 seconds, and then 30 Mutilas show up. And I've sat on my stream and I've moaned and whined about that. I got to apologize. If Life does it, it must be absolutely rad, actually.
You know, especially the way in which Life did it was so fast. I mean, in that story you just told, in that 15-second story of you on your stream and the 10 seconds where the Zerg backs away and you're like, all right.
Finally I can expand in peace. That's all I wanted.
Life did not give any of that to MC.
No.
Through the Hydralisks at the front, desperation micro by MC.
Yeah, he was breathing down his throat, or his neck rather, like a bad subway.
He was breathing down his throat. Oh my God.
That actually elevates it quite a bit, doesn't it?
It's a significant additional load of stress.
Open your mouth, I'm gonna breathe down it.
Let's go ahead and get game number 2 started, Jeff.
I forget I have that power. We are underway, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for game number 2? Yes, they are.
I like them, that crowd. The GSL Whirlwind SE for Protoss, quite difficult to get a third.
Yes.
But once you do have that third secured, additional bases become significantly easier for Zerg. I'm really liking the way Lifestyle attunes to this map. Spawning down in the bottom right-hand corner. Having done the unthinkable and elected to 6th pool on Whirlwind, it is Startail Life!
Not fans of the 6th pool, I can't fault them. On the top left-hand side, the blue Protoss trailing 0-1, needing a win here. It is SKMC. Now, I was going to launch into this whole big analysis on the size of the map and the Mothership Core recall and how great that all is, and how you have warp in on a giant map, which is really nice. And the third's hard, so that's where the conflict is. But why? Why talk about that when just Lings?
Startail Life, known for 10 pooling against Terran consistently on this map, having a phenomenal win rate, one of his absolute best maps statistically speaking, but that's largely for the ZVT matchup. He's going to utilize the same logic here on Whirlwind, going for the 6th pool. Right when this last drone hatches, he is going to be scouting to the bottom left-hand corner.
That's what I was going to say. This is a true 4-player map. So do you think he just sends all the Lings to one spot and rolls the die?
I genuinely think he's going to be sending a drone out. There it is. He's going to be sending the drone to bottom left. The Zerglings will cut to the center of the map, and if he sees the opponent in bottom left, he'll reroute himself. But SKMC, keep in mind, almost always goes Forge first.
And you know what? It's kind of interesting, too, because he went like 17 Forge as well. Not even a 14 or 15, which is kind of the safer one. That's the one that people do. And actually, with his money the way it is, it's Nexus first.
Oh,
this is Nexus first.
Goodness. Oh, my gosh. Life.
There's just Lings on the way. They're going straight to the middle. You called it. They're going to scout left, see no pylon, see no Nexi, and he knows it's going to be top left. Well, I guess, yeah, his Overlord scouts the
and there's
top right.
The Forge starting MC.
This is going to have to be the defense of a lifetime. It's going to be down to his probes. The Forge could finish.
Did he see it? Did he see the probes?
No pylon is made. I guess he doesn't have the money for it.
Yeah, he has no idea. And there the Zerglings arrive, pinning it.
This might be it. He might just tap out. The pylon's going to go down. The Forge will still complete, even while depowered. He needs to build a pylon in his main mineral line and try to... He's not going to. He's going to make a stand over at his natural. That's not it. He can't do that. There's no pylon.
All the probes heading down to the natural expansion. MC must rebuild that pylon. Uh-oh. Pylon getting in the way of his own units.
He has 178 minerals. He can't cancel that pylon. It has to complete, and then he has to build a cannon, but I don't know if that really matters. These Lings are just doing too much damage to the probes. They're trying to get a circumference around them, but they're just not getting it concave, as I meant to say.
I mean, right now there's still 7 drones in the main base, 2 more heading up to join.
Yeah, and the probes are just chasing, but I mean, the cannon's going to go down. It does go down, but neither mineral line is protected by said cannon, so these Lings, they can just kind of jog back and forth for as long as they want. Now they're going to engage, kill a few probes, and again, it might just be too much. MC is down to his last few probes, killing these Zerglings. Okay, the last one will die, but with 5 probes surviving, and just the one of the natural.
Oh, he loses another probe. These 2 Zerglings doing the smart thing, just,
okay, merciful, yeah.
All right,
Too
now.
easy. We'll come back for you later. And now we're going to watch 2 Zerglings kill a Nexus.
Well, right now, it's looking very hairy. 7 probes to 13 drones. 4 Zerglings still alive.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to disengage continuously. That cannon does cover like the last 2. Well, you can see there are 3 mineral piles. But that means that he's going to mine off of 3 mineral piles and whatever else he can get in the main. Look at this. He's actually having to micro his probes. Oh, that was...
Oh, gosh.
That was out of the frying pan and into the boiler.
I mean, MC is doing his absolute damnedest to hang on in this aggression, but, I mean, Zerglings heal. It looks like Life loses focus briefly. A single Zergling falling, and that is about as much a mistake as Life will give you.
Yeah, it's just the time against. I mean, I think even if MC killed all these Lings, he'd look at what he has and says, okay, GG. I mean, it's 7 supply to 24 for now. Second hatch going down, more Lings, just because with the way the cannon is, by the way, these Lings can just trickle in forever. There's not going to be any kind of wall in anytime soon, right? Because he's spinning every dime on probes.
Yep, and Zerglings continue to heal just a few hit points at a time, and that's all MC really needs. Not mining. If MC, I mean, actually, MC is essentially in an impossible situation. There's virtually no way to do this. The probes do eliminate the Zerglings.
Look at the minimap. Lings coming across. Perhaps even enough to get a surround on that cannon and go ahead and just finish that off. With the cannon down, it should, I mean...
Yeah, MC's going to be spending all his money on probes out of these 2 Nexuses.
There they go. They're going to come in, they're going to depower the cannon. Actually, like that choice. A little bit more accessible that way. Zerglings getting the surround. Probes coming over to fight this, but MC is going to tap out.
Wow, good game. Life.
Life is 2 up on the final Protoss in this tournament. And he is playing some mind games. You talked about the probability and how this was a very successful map, and then Life cut that in half.
And the farther we get into this tournament, the more we see those mind game varieties out of the player. The people who had one set build and did it every single game all were eliminated in the early rounds of this tournament.
Yeah, it's so important, as Sean's actually been talking about throughout the entire tournament, the mentality of a best of 5, best of 7, and playing against your opponent. When you're up 2-0 now, here's the worst part about this for MC. He now has to play uber conservative for the rest of the tournament. He's going to forge first. Maybe we see 3 hatch before spawning pool.
Yeah.
You're going to see Life get to take the risks, whereas MC has to take 0 risks.
Well, given the fact that MC does have the map choice, he has chosen Akalon Waste, a 2-player map, to be able to guarantee an early scout against Life. So guys, stay tuned, because when we come back, we are at match point. It could be the final game of MC versus Life.